What's up, YouTube? I'm back for another video. So today we're gonna review my Autobahn White Marsh Summer League weekly season, weekly review. So I'm just gonna review every single race. Last night was week 1 of 8, so I'm gonna review that. It was a pretty good night. So I got 2 practice sessions. I'm not sure actually where I came out both. I'm pretty sure I was last in one of them actually. Because my car steering pins were loose. I just had it like 3 times last night, which was really annoying, but just sometimes happens. That happens, and nothing I could do about it. But then as we went into qualifying, so first qualifying, so only qualifying round really. So I was fastest. I put in an 18.823. A really fast lap. My cart is still a really fast lap. My cart wasn't fast at the beginning, but then as we made more laps, my cart just got faster. It became faster and faster, and then I ended up winning. The top of the board in at least my qualifying group. I was second overall, and for the heat race, that was terrible. So in the heat race, I found out when I was going to go into my car with us. Yeah, of course, getting all my stuff ready, trying to get my helmet, my seatbelt on, to get ready for the race. I noticed a big problem. It was that my the steering pins on the steering wheel were loose. So, I was for tough race. I just prayed and prayed and prayed that I'll be alright. But it wasn't alright. I didn't get great starts. It was a decent start, but it was just not great. Fell back to third. I restarted at race second. And then I fell back to last by the end of the first lap. I was further coming in the final corner, but then I got passed by 2 cars because they could actually turn, and I couldn't. Which sucked that I fell back to last, 9 seconds behind the race winner, and 5 seconds behind the next car in front of me. But this heat, like last season, it was normally, so it had 2 purposes. It gave you some points, and it's like the winner got, yeah. It's really kind of hard to explain. So the heat, last season, it's mostly just set the starting order for the future races, because it's based on time and position really. So of course, you have a normal race, a position race, but then you also have a qualifying race inside of it. So it's really 2 races in one. And if you use someone in a low, you could get bumped out of your group. If someone in like a lower group, like B group, C group, gets a better time than you, but I think they changed the rule. I think they changed that this season, because I started third for the feature. I don't know really why. I should I think I should have been like in the B, or maybe I actually did have the first fastest time actually overall. I don't know. I actually think I had the first fastest time, but I took that. I mean, it would be better than winning the B. So in the feature race, I found another problem. The steering pins on my cart were loose again. So that just sucked, and we actually did not keep like the same cart over for the entire night. I don't think any go-kart track actually does that. So you could really get screwed because of which cart they pick, because it's just random. It doesn't matter where you're gonna start. They're just gonna like use a random number generator kind of thing, and they're gonna try to get us back in the order for the grid start. So I rolled out third when the green flag was waved. Got a decent start. Got ahead of a second place car. It's really hard to pass on the out to try to get a good start on the outside. I don't know why. It's just a weird thing. Probably because there's more grip at the bottom. Land on for the starts, at least the grid starts, and then I got ahead of the third place car and one of my friends, and one thing also obviously expected to happen. My cart did not turn well, and I ended up having to do fight for my life just to fend over the third place cart, while the cart in front of me is just driving away from all of us. So I had to defend. I was defending. He gave me little bumps. I didn't mind. He got to the inside a couple of times, but he just never close enough. And I held him on for P2, which was something I did not expect. And if I did drop another position, I think I'll actually finish third, because the two drivers behind me are a bit slow. They're falling behind, so they're like second or two behind. So I don't think that they would have gotten past me. They probably maybe would have gotten close to me, but they would have never got past me. So that's sorry for a race review, but there's something that I did not expect to happen. Really, no one expected to happen. So it's May, right? And people have summer vacations. I mean, we all know that, right? So since some people are planning vacations, some of them are not. Alfred might not be allowed to sign up for the league because they're gonna potentially leave after 4 weeks. And the top drivers who finished their top 3 in points last season, all of them just left for 1 season. I think they're going to come back in the fall season. So remember I said that in my goals for the season, I want to be one of the 5 fastest drivers. I knew I was going to be one of the 5 best, but I think I'm going to be one of the 3 best. All 3 best. So so I could be able to take advantage of this, maybe even win the title, but honestly don't think that's gonna happen. It's gonna be close if I'm gonna win a title or not, but maybe I can. Honestly don't expect to, but maybe I can. That'd be really cool if I could win the championship. So there's actually only 10 drivers this season, or 11, instead of 20, likely 20, because there are about 9 drivers that left because they had to go. They're going to go on vacations in June. The league ends in June, so you wouldn't want to miss. So I'm now second points out of 10 who could be left. One of them is a good one to come next week. So that's really it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. That'll help me out a lot. I'll appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, people.